Xenoblade Chronicles X was probably my favourite game on the Nintendo Wii U, which means I'm really happy to see it get the remaster treatment here for the Nintendo Switch. This is the definitive edition. I know a lot of people say that this is probably the weakest Xenoblade game. I've got to be honest, it's probably my favourite. And I even managed to hunt down my old strategy guide that I used back in the day. I don't think this is going to work now, as there's a whole bunch of updates here. And I just know the days are coming where we won't be able to unwrap physical media because it won't exist anymore. But I'm taking advantage of it while it still does. I really can't wait to fire up some more Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's been a few years. Now, one thing I'm intrigued by is the original Wii U version. You had to use the gamepad, even if you were playing on TV, because that's where the map would be shown and a lot of party data. So I'd be interested to see how they've transferred all of that over to one screen. And I am playing with the Pro Controller as well. So let's go ahead and start a new game here.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface.
It's been a few years since I played the Wii U version, but I'm impressed with these graphical enhancements. Now, one of the criticisms this game originally got back in the day is that the main character seems to be some kind of soulless NPC. He doesn't even have voice acting. It's just one of the things about this game, but honestly, it never really bothered me. So let's just go ahead and throw a character together here. You can, of course, make all the fine-tuning adjustments that you want to. So begin this game, yes please.
Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
Yeah, I'm remembering this as it happens now. Yeah, we're starting out in the wilds here, but later on we get to go to this huge sprawling city called New LA.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
So we get to name our character. Yep.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can.
And one thing I loved about this game was the exploration. So you get this huge sprawling map, and it's split into many, many different sections with different things to do that you have to complete in order to finish that section of the map. And if you can 100% the map, then basically you've 100%ed the game. Now, right now, I can't actually show you the map, but we do have the mini-map, so we're just going to head over to the objective marker. And yeah, I can definitely tell, even though it's been a few years, that the graphics have been vastly improved over the Wii U version. And we should be able to play this at a steady 30 frames per second now on Switch. What I would say is there's a whole host of other changes here that are not just limited to improved graphics. There's quality of life changes, there's brand new content, including new story content and new characters to recruit into the active party, and the DLC from the original game is here as well. So yeah, I think if you liked the original, it's worth double dipping here on the definitive edition, as it does bring a whole lot to the table.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves.
Yeah,
You up to the task?
we're going to be introduced to combat here straight from the get-go, which is helpful because, like I say, it's been a few years for me, so any tutorial on this is going to be appreciated. Let me just shrink the webcam down a touch. Move it out of the way. Okay, so we're just going to select A to start with. We'll begin auto-attacking. And now we can also select the different arts, as they're called, including Assault Hammer, for example. So let's go ahead and choose Assault Hammer. And as you can see, we're building up our cooldown, or reducing our cooldown, I should say, for a Flame Grenade. And it also does additional damage against topple targets. Now, right now, we're not going to be toppling this target, as we're doing too much damage, but maybe later on, we'll be seeing that in action too.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Yeah, so one thing I remember straight from the get-go is that Xenoblade Chronicles X has a lot of different addictive systems in it, both in terms of exploration and gameplay with battles, and it just all comes together so well. And yet, soul voices are a neat feature. If one of your party members shouts something out, then it will highlight that particular art that's related to what they shouted. If you cast that, then it's going to basically be more effective. Let me just move things over here. I'm going to get this in the right position eventually. About there. And it looks like there's something optional we can go and interact with. Okay, a little bit of experience, some money, and some prototype bodywear. And straight away, something we just looted is a slight upgrade for Elma. So we'll just go ahead and equip that now by heading into the party menu. We'll go to ground gear. We'll switch over to Elma, and she's currently using the iron blades, but we can actually equip the advanced iron blades. And the main thing here is that the weapon itself can be upgraded further. So you can also see at the bottom additional effects. Even the same weapon types may have different effects on them. So, for example, we've got 2 advanced iron blades, but they each have their own effects at the bottom. So just bear that in mind as well when you are equipping gear. And you can jump in this game, thankfully. So let's get some lacy potato, because why not? Looks like there's some other loot as well. Yeah, exploring in this game, pretty basic right now, but it does, as I say, become super important. And have we got an enemy over here? Yes, we have. So let's open the combat and maybe start getting some experience for our very small party right now.
Shadow strike! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike!
Okay, here comes the pain. Almost there. Big strength.
So it's not available yet, but something that I know becomes available later is a new feature for the Definitive Edition, and it's an extra cooldown bar that can be used on any of your arts. So if your arts are on their own natural cooldown, you can actually spend this new cooldown bar, and it's something I'm really looking forward to testing out, because it should open up a whole load of additional combat strategies. Now, we have got some larger targets here. Are we going to be strong enough to take these on?
Right, it's on.
Let's see.
I don't know. Let's give it a go, shall we? See what happens.
Slide!
Maybe we would have to stagger these.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up.
And what's this ability? Oh, we can grant physical resistance. Nice.
I'm off balance.
Flame grenade! Didn't see that coming.
I'll top you. Shadow strike!
Victory is out!
And we did it.
Nice work.
Yeah, that battle wasn't too difficult. It did get us a hulking incisor. Lovely. I'm not going to spend a lot of time grinding here, to be honest with you. For now, let's just run around, grab the loot as we make our way over to the next objective and see what the game has in store for us. Later on, exploring is going to be a lot easier because we're going to be able to... Well, I don't want to give spoilers, okay? I know I already have given a few minor spoilers, but I'm sure a lot of you will be playing this game for the first time as well. And yeah, more experience, more money. So those life pods are definitely not something you want to miss out on. And there might be another one over here. I can see yellow on the map. So make sure you are using the mini-map as well. Yeah, we can go for a little swim. And is there a secret hidden under here? Just a little bit of loot, maybe. More yellow square icons on the mini-map, though. I'm definitely keeping my eye out for those, as they do seem to give us the nicest loot.
All right, it's on.
They're off guard.
Yeah, I just leveled Fuzzfinger to level 2 as well already, so that's
Send
pretty
them for a
cool.
loop.
Scream edge!
Oh, the combat system has just moved across very fluidly from Wii U to Switch. This is just a joy to play with the Pro Controller. It feels so natural.
I'll get the jump on them. Attack up
My
close.
turn.
Victory is out.
There we go.
Nice
Lovely
work.
stuff. And we got a new skill as well. Okay, so we're nearly at the main objective marker here. Let's just head over and see what is going down.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Oh, it's so cool to be playing this game again. Wow. We haven't seen them yet, but there's some huge creatures prowling the lands. There we go, look, right on schedule. And don't try and fight them right now. It won't go well. But later on, when you've got the absolute best setup, you might stand a chance. The way things work in Xenoblade when it comes to, well, how difficult is this enemy going to be? The bigger it is, the harder it hurts. So for now, just stick to the smaller critters.
They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to explore all of this.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
There is a weather and a day-night cycle in this game, but I believe there's been some QOL changes as well, where you can actually update the time pretty much to whatever you want. That's going to be useful when it comes to luring out certain enemies later on. And whoa, just look at this place. And we're only seeing a small bit of it right now, the world of Mira, that we're going to be traversing over the course of the next 50, 60, maybe 100 hours or more. Now, going forward, the plan isn't to record an entire playthrough of this game because I want to just be able to kick back and enjoy it myself. But what I am probably going to do is put out some guide content for areas and for things that I think are going to be helpful to you folks. But are you going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition? I personally can't wait to really get stuck into this. It is a fantastic game. I do want to mention that I actually bought this myself, so I'm not being sponsored by Nintendo for this video, but I do recommend it, especially if you've not played it before. And if you have, great opportunity to get back into it again with these changes. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.